Hey Brickheads, Scott from 36 Bricks here. Let's take a look at all of my MOCs from 2020. Let's check it out. Alright guys, super excited about sharing my MOCs. Just a couple things I wanted to showcase though. These are all my MOCs from the 2020 build year. Super excited to show those off. I apologize as it is archived footage that I am showing you guys. So this is my current city. It is a mess, but here are the clips from all of my MOCs in 2020. Alright guys, so here you have it, my bookstore double build. So I went ahead and combined a couple different sets. I went ahead and bought 3. I built one originally and then combined the other 2 to make full modular builds. So super excited about this. On the one hand, you had basically a mirrored version of the townhouse, and then you had a double version of the bookstore. So what I did on the bookstore is I kind of mirrored the build on the bottom, just added a couple details here and there, and then on the second and third floor I basically just kept those the essence of the build, kept those as the apartments as they were original, and just had some fun with it. So the exterior I obviously had to combine, but I really loved this build. It was kind of my first introduction in modding out some builds. Alright guys, so for the second build, it is the LEGO Ideas Central Perk. I went ahead and combined several of the builds. First floor being the original build. I did have to modify it a little bit here and there, plus I added a alley or hall for the elevators. Super excited about that. And then the second and third floor, I went ahead and combined the apartments into the build as well. So super excited about how that turned out. I really liked how the build is. Third build, I went ahead and I kind of did the same thing. I merged several of the Chinese Lunar New Year sets to make a full festival. This is actually one of my favorite builds. Unfortunately, it doesn't stay in my city because so many people actually love the build that I've actually brought it on kind of a permanent display base for the set, but I love the details. I keep going back to it to modify a little bit here, a little bit there, but every year they come out with the Lunar New Year sets and I love every bit of it. So super excited to showcase this build. Definitely one of my favorites that I've actually done. Combined a lot of the details and had a lot of fun with it. So again, one of my favorite builds of all time. Alright guys, the fourth build I have is the Fire Brigade expansion. So as you know, the center of the build is the Fire Brigade, and then I went ahead and expanded the other 2 sides to make a 2 base plate 64 by 32 build. Super excited about it. I haven't touched it in a while. I still have to put in those details on the sides, but it is something that I really loved. I also need to go back and modify the windows a bit, but super excited about having that a part of my city. Alright guys, so for the 5th build we have the gas station. First and foremost, sorry about the orientation of the footage, as it is archived footage and this is all I had. So really nice build. I wasn't too excited after I built it. I definitely went ahead and took it apart, but it was definitely a good build. I went ahead and combined a couple of the gas stations and added a convenience store. Alright, so for the 6th video, I went ahead, and this is kind of a two-part video where I showcase my first green grocer, where I turned it into a burgundy grocer, and then I fully built a green grocer, just modified the front facade bricks. Now, super excited about these builds. Although they are duplicates, I am excited that I have them in my city. I really love the color on the burgundy as well as the sand green. It is unfortunate that I couldn't use the sand green, the original 1x2 sand green bricks, because they're super expensive, but overall I really love the builds that I put together. They're basically just a complete replica. I do definitely want to go back and add details in the inside the builds, as the second and third floor are pretty lacking, but overall I really do love these builds. I love how they turned out, and I am definitely excited to have them a part of my city. So I just gotta go back in and do some interior details. Hope you guys like it. Alright guys, so for the 8th build, I have my inverted corner hidden side high school build. Super excited about this. I'm not really excited about the shape. It kind of turned out wonky after all it was said and done, but I love the details inside. I have a lot of classrooms. I have a lot of details from sets that have incorporated in a little bit of mock. I definitely want to go back in and of course tile everything out. I may in fact change the entire build, and that corner section in the front that's missing, just add probably like a playground or an outside area, maybe a locker room or basketball courts or something like that in the front there. But overall, I'm really surprised that LEGO hasn't come out with any kind of school other than Harry Potter. This is the only school that they have other than the Friends sets, and those are not really, they're like secondary schools instead of just a full-on high school. But super excited about having this build a part of my city. I'm definitely going to be modifying it and adding more to it, but overall it is one of my favorites. It's one of the biggest builds that I have, but again, one of my favorites overall. A lot of gems in there. Alright guys, for the 8th building, I have my LEGO VIP LEGO store. Super excited about this build. I combined a couple of the LEGO store builds plus the VIP pack polybag that I got several years ago, and just added so much more detail. I kind of made it a mock-up of my local store a little bit, kind of resembled some of the design elements of it. Added a breezeway for a truck to go through. The second floor is more of the same sets and pab wall and all of that, and the third wall is a lug meeting room. Super excited to have that a part of my city. It is definitely a really great build. I'm probably gonna modify the back of it at some point, but overall I really love the build. I'm super excited that it's a part of my build or my city. And I love the dragon. I put a lot of extra time, energy, effort in making that dragon, and it was so much fun to do. Super excited. Alright guys, for my 9th build, it is the hidden side lighthouse. Now, I love how this turned out. However, the LEGO Ideas lighthouse is so much better, and I'm definitely keeping that a part of my city. But this particular set, I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with it. Do I keep it? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Should I keep it? Should I disassemble it? Should I have it as a haunted lighthouse or something like that in my city? Let me know. I really love all the details. I love the hidden cavern and the sliding door and all of that. A lot of hidden gems and a lot of hidden details in the set, and it really did turn out great. Alright guys, so for the 11th build that I want to showcase, it is Peter Parker's apartment slash pizza restaurant. Super excited to have this a part of my build. I really loved the overall look and feel of the original build that they came out with several years ago, and I just wanted to expand on it and make it an actual full size modular building. First floor, of course, is the pizza restaurant. Super excited to have that a part of my city. It was my first attempt at a double oven and a lot of the details inside. Second floor, we have basically Peter Parker's apartment, and then the third floor was actually originally Peter Parker or Spider-Man's lair, and then once I built the underground layer, I went ahead and just actually modified it to be another regular apartment. So I do need to probably go back and tile it out and add some, you know, a little bit of furniture here and there. But overall, I'm really liking the build. I came up with a drawbridge kind of feature there. Lots of fun and exciting things in this build. What do you guys think? I really like it. Alright guys, so the 12th building I have to showcase is Sanctum Sanctorum 1.0. I call it 1.0 is because this is my first mock for the Sanctum Sanctorum. I did do a secondary mock, which I'm pretty excited about. I pretty much kept the essence of the original build. However, on the interior, I made it all wooden floors. I added a lot of details for the staircase, because the grand staircase is so epic, as well as relics and shelving and books and all that kind of fun stuff on the first floor. On the second floor, it's kind of a naughty bit where the Avengers kind of hang out and have some fun. This is just kind of a, yeah, I had some fun with this. That's all I'll say. Now, the third floor is basically just another gaming floor and a hangout floor. I really like how it turned out. A lot of great details in there. A lot of great Easter eggs from movies and the CMF line. Then we have the third where they are fighting a monster, and Doctor Strange opens up a teleport, which at that time was connected to my hospital because that's where he goes. The roof, pretty much all basic. Still got a lot to add, but alright guys, lucky number 13, the Shrimp Shack Diner mock. This is also one of my favorite mocks. I love the exterior. I probably will modify at some point the interior a little bit, but I essentially took the Hidden Side Shrimp Shack set and turned it into a full modular restaurant. Really love all the details that I included kind of from the set and of my own, and then just added a little bit more here and there. Really love how this looks. I love the roof and the feel of it. I mean, it is just epic on so many levels. At least I think so. I hope you guys think so too. Thanks for checking it. Alright guys, now for the 14th mock I want to showcase is the Spider-Man Canal. Now, to be honest, I'm not exactly sure if I'm going to keep this build and incorporate it in my city, or how I'm going to work it, but I really do like how it looks. I think I'm probably just going to adapt it into my city instead of putting it in there, but I really love it. Alright guys, last but certainly not least, my Stark Tower 1.0. I went ahead and combined several sets to make this what I felt at the time was an epic build. Added a lot of details, had a lot of fun with it. I am pleased to say that there were some people that were inspired by the set, which is amazingly epic. But ultimately, I really loved how this turned out. However, I did tear it apart. The reason for that is because I do have a Stark Tower 2.0 that I built later. So I was really excited about the details of this build. I loved what I had to offer and how it looked. And all around, it was an epic build. I definitely had to build a bigger version of it because I had more armor suits. I had a lot more to add to the overall build. And it couldn't outdo the Daily Bugle. So super excited that I built this, but ultimately I did have to take it down. Alright guys, so there you have it, the top 15 builds that I mocked out or modded in 2020. Hope you guys like this kind of video. I am doing a couple more for 2021, 2022, 2023, and so on and so forth. So super excited about sharing these builds. What do you guys think? Please like, share, and subscribe. I hope you like my content and want more. Please consider joining one of my memberships, and we'll see you next time on 36 Brix.
Ooh, this one's cool. Check this one out. I agree, that one's cool, but this one's awesome. Ooh, I like this one. I just can't stop watching. Well, I like them all, and I'm gonna subscribe. Can you do the same? Please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time on 36 Brix.